Today, we find ourselves in Tambon Yo, in Yasothon province, a quiet corner of Isaan where faith, folklore, and landscape converge. Our destination is Wat Yo Neua, a community temple deeply rooted in the spiritual life of the local people. Wat Yo Neua belongs to the Mahanikaya, the largest monastic lineage within Theravada Buddhism. The word Nikaya comes from the Sanskrit Pali term meaning collection. In early Buddhist tradition, it referred to the great collections of the Buddha's discourses preserved in the Tripitaka, such as the long discourses, the middle-length teachings, and thematically linked sermons. Over time, the term also came to describe monastic lineages, and the Mahanikaya represents the principal and most widespread order of monks in Thailand today. As a community temple, Wat Yo Neua serves not only as a place of worship, but also as a spiritual anchor for daily life, rituals, and local identity. Within the temple grounds lies a site that draws visitors with both reverence and curiosity, Tham Phra Naagprok, the cave of the Buddha sheltered by the Naga. To understand its meaning, we must first meet the Naga. The Naga is a mythical serpent, originating from ancient Sanskrit, Pali, and regional traditions across South and Southeast Asia. Often depicted with multiple cobra-like heads, the Naga may appear as a serpent, a semi-human being, or even fully human. In Buddhist belief, the Naga is the guardian of the Buddha and the protector of earthly waters, symbolizing fertility, abundance, wealth, and steadfastness. According to legend, the Naga inhabits 3 realms, beneath the earth, where it guards minerals and gems, within rivers, lakes, and flowing waters, and in the skies, where it summons rain. In Isaan folklore, Pra Yasothon, the angel of the waters, commanded the Nagas to play in Anodad Lake in the Himaphan forest, so that water would spill down to the human world as rain. This belief still echoes today in the Boon Bang Phai rocket festivals, where villagers launch handmade rockets into the sky to awaken the Nagas and call down the rains needed to nourish their crops. The Naga's bond with Buddhism is especially profound. Buddhist folklore tells of a Naga who so deeply revered the Buddha that it longed to become a monk. Forbidden from ordination because of its animal form, the Naga transformed itself into a human in order to listen to the Buddha's teachings. One day, while listening to a sermon, it fell asleep and its true form was revealed. The Buddha gently explained that while it could not be ordained, it could serve as a guardian of the temple. From that time onwards, candidate monks came to be known as Nag, another form of the word Naga, and Nagas became eternal protectors of sacred spaces, lining temple staircases, roof edges, walls, and bridges. This brings us to the heart of the cave, Phra Naagprok. The name Naagprok refers to the position of the overspreading Naga in Thai iconography. The Buddha is then shown seated in deep meditation upon the coiled body of the Naga king Mushalinda, whose many-headed hood spreads overhead like a living canopy. This image recalls a moment in Buddhist history during the 6th week after the Buddha's enlightenment, when torrential rains flooded the land. Rising from beneath the earth, Mushalinda shielded the meditating Buddha from the storm, lifting him above the waters and protecting him until the skies cleared. Inside Tham Phra Naagprok, this story comes vividly to life. The cave is man-made, yet richly atmospheric. Adorned with Naga sculptures, Buddha images and sacred symbolism. In a niche sits a Phra Naagprok Buddha, a focal point of devotion where visitors come to pray and make wishes. Here, in front of the Buddha statue, is a Siang Thai Siam sea water basin, in which so-called fortune balls float. After leaving a small donation in the gift box on the side, Dom is allowed to fish one out. The small, waterproof plastic capsules can be twisted open along their circumference, akin to surprise eggs, and contain a fortune slip marked with a number. The slip is similar to a horoscope, offering predictions on various aspects of life such as love, career, luck, and finances, while the number itself is considered auspicious and is often used by devotees when trying their luck in the lottery. The cave stands as both a spiritual landmark and a visual reminder of the Naga's timeless role as guardian, protector, and bridge between worlds. Next, we encounter a standing Buddha image holding an alms bowl with both hands. The statue is accompanied by several Naga figures, with golden alms bowls dotted throughout the space between them. For a small donation, visitors may take a small tray of coins and toss them towards the alms bowls, each of which bears an inscription. When a coin lands in a bowl, the participant receives the blessing associated with the text, such as good fortune, love, steady employment, sufficient money, prosperity, or the end of suffering. This altar is dedicated to Kai, a child spirit whose name means damned egg. He is depicted in a style reminiscent of Kuman Thong, the Golden Prince. Believed to have been a disciple of Wangpu Thwad, Kai is revered as a protective spirit associated with Wat Shedi Kai in Nakhon Si Thammayut, and is regarded as one of the Dek Wat, or temple boy spirits. He is sometimes portrayed in modern military attire and dark sunglasses, and is commonly offered children's toys, especially miniature vehicles and toy weapons, as well as red Fanta, valued for its auspicious color and symbolic association with luck and fertility. Meanwhile, Dom has fetched a thupwari, or lottery incense. This form of popular folk practice, commonly found at shrines and temples in Thailand, consists of small, elongated cube or block-shaped incense sticks marked with invisible numbers. As the incense burns, the heat causes the hidden numbers to darken and gradually appear on the surface. These revealed numbers are then interpreted as lucky ones, often used when purchasing lottery tickets. Red letters on the surface read Ru Wei, which means rich. Eager to speed up the burning process, Dom impatiently uses a candle to coax the incense along. Whilst we wait for the incense to burn and slowly reveal its hidden numbers, Dom has already discovered yet another form of divination. From an earthen pot, he blindly picks 3 plastic balls, each bearing a number, 0, 8, and 2. And, unbelievably, as Dom moves closer in anticipation to read the numbers on the lottery incense, they turn out to be the exact same numbers he picked from the earthen jar, albeit in a slightly different order, 0, 2, 8. How's that for chance? The practice blends Buddhist merit-making with local beliefs in chance and fortune. While not part of formal Buddhist doctrine, fortune eggs, lottery incense, and other forms of lot casting are widely accepted as harmless and symbolic ways for worshippers to express hope, faith, and aspiration, particularly during visits to temples associated with luck or prosperity. We now conclude our visit to Tham Phra Naagprok and leave this section of the temple, making our way back towards the Naga waterfall near the front entrance. At the exit of the cave stands a golden statue of Pra Sivali, one of the most venerated monk figures in Theravada Buddhist tradition. Pra Sivali is remembered as the son of Princess Supawasa, daughter of the king of Coils. Even before his birth, he was believed to bring extraordinary good fortune to his mother, who was deeply devoted to him. According to legend, Sivali remained in his mother's womb for 7 years. When the time of birth finally came, Supawasa endured 7 days of labor pains, yet immediately after his birth she recovered and resumed her normal activities, a sign interpreted as an auspicious outcome of her son's merit. Later in life, Sivali ordained as a monk under Sariputta. On the very day of his ordination, it is said that with the first stroke of the razor as his hair was shaved, he attained enlightenment through the power of his accumulated merit. Renowned for his exceptional fortune, Pra Sivali was believed to bring abundance wherever he traveled, benefiting his fellow monks and earning praise from the Buddha himself, who declared him a champion in bringing good fortune. For this reason, Pra Sivali has long been associated with prosperity, peace, and happiness, and it is widely believed that those who venerate him, or his relics, will receive blessings of good luck and well-being. He is typically portrayed as a wandering monk, carrying a closed umbrella slung over his shoulder, along with a staff and a monk's shoulder bag. We parked our car at the back of the temple, and on our way to retrieve it we come upon a colorful arched tunnel. This is a part of the temple we have not yet explored, and curiosity draws us in. Unexpectedly, the tunnel leads to a series of enclosures housing iguanas. Although iguanas are not native to Thailand, they have become a familiar sight as pets. Within the temple setting, these iguanas inevitably recall the mythological Naga figures that appear throughout the complex. Their elongated, scaled bodies echo the visual language of the sacred serpent, and in some iconographic traditions Naga are depicted with legs, further enhancing their resemblance to large lizards or dragons. These are green iguanas, the species most often encountered, recognized by their long tails, strong limbs, and spiny dorsal crests. Despite their imposing appearance, they are generally docile and feed on leaves, fruits, and flowers, and as ectothermic reptiles rely on external heat sources, often basking to regulate their body temperature. With this unexpected encounter, our visit comes to an end, but we continue our journey through Isaan in search of more hidden treasures.